On Netflix, there's a series called Supercell. One of them has the ability that they can travel through time. Speaking of traveling through time, there's a number of people on X, they're stuck in a time machine. They actually believe that this video I'm about to show you came out this week. And I guess when you're Ice Cube the Great, that's just the effect you have.
Yo, what's up? This your homie Ice Cube. Here to talk to my black folks. You know, I just want to be straight up because there's a lot of messages going out about this election. First and foremost, anybody telling you that you gotta vote, that it's your duty, that you have to exercise the right, and that people died for you to vote. For one, people did die, but nobody walked out their house to go die for you to vote. They were killed by probably some racists that don't want to see us get anything. But what I'm saying that to say this: be skeptical of anybody telling you to vote and not telling you to ask for anything, or to tell you to just vote and not to get anything for your vote. That's not how it works.
Yeah, the thing about this video is that I don't think it's crazy. But then again, this is the same premise that I've had for years. The core reason why I cover politics is because I wanted black people to get something for their vote. And if I have a platform, I wanted to use it to try to make that happen. If the Democrats gave black people something for their vote, this video would mean nothing. If Republicans gave black people something for their vote, this video would not mean anything, right? Because it wouldn't be pertinent. It would be irrelevant. Get what I'm saying? So I don't understand why people are jumping out the window on this video. I understand why it's timeless. It's timeless because ain't a damn thing changed. Talk to him, Q.
That's not the process. You don't vote just to vote. You vote because you're getting something, or your community is getting something. So everybody that's telling you that, man, look at them and say, what are you getting? Because people that just want you to vote and not ask for nothing, people that's in power.
That's the point. Cube did his gangster thizzle. He did his thing. He said the real shit. But you know what? Cube was also he wasn't directly trying to go after people. Okay? I mean, I give him total respect for this. But he said it right there, guys. He said what the new black media is saying. He's saying what real media is saying. Independent media that's real. We got the new black media, and there's got to be some other folks that are also calling this shit out. When he said, what are you getting? See, that's the whole thing that we're pointing at. Now I'm calling names. When I'm talking about Don Lemon, when I'm talking about Roland Martin, when I'm talking about these people specifically, that's because they're getting stuff. They are getting something. They are multimillionaires because of the system that they play in. They are getting something. If Roland wasn't making multiple millions of dollars, do you think he would be doing what he's doing? Would he be doing it if he was making thousands? Would he be doing it if he could make more money fixing a computer? Selling used cars at the local car dealer? I'm just saying, think about what I'm saying. Cube is right. What he's saying is, they're getting something. We should get something for our vote. They're telling us to do this, and they're getting something for it. He's not calling out names, but you got to be able to read through the tea leaves. Back up just a little bit.
Everybody that's telling you that, man, look at them and say, what are you getting? Because People that just want you to vote and not ask for nothing. People that's in power that want you to vote but don't want you to get anything or not asking for you to get anything economically. They suspect. Straight up. Because a lot of people been in place for a long time and we ain't got shit.
Damn. I'm thinking about the Congressional Black Caucus right now. I'm thinking about all these old heads we're supposed to revere. And you know that's something if I'm calling them old heads. All these people that say we're supposed to revere, how dare you talk about XYZ? Those people are rich as hell. You are not in their club. I know you want a cape for them. They wouldn't hang out with you. They would not have a beer with you. They won't have a glass of wine with you. They swing in a whole different tax bracket in a circle. You're just delusional enough to think they really like you when you're a means to an end for them to get their money. Cuba's one of the few celebrities who's already made it, already got his. And he's not even telling you, don't rock with the Democrats. He's not telling you, go. This was even before Kamala ran. This is last cycle. No one knew she was going to be VP when he put this out. Cube's dropping dimes here. And that's why people are still upset with him like he just said it yesterday. He didn't say it yesterday. He said it in 2019. It was July 2019. Well ahead of early voting, you liar. That person knows what I'm talking about. Because in that same month, Dr. Derek Hamilton came on my show, and it's before votes were cast. That was time enough. That was time enough for the Democratic Party to come up with something. And it's always a good time to talk about elections. It's always a good time to talk about what people get for their vote. It's always a good time to talk about rights. It's always a good time to talk about economic justice, to talk about economics. It's always a good time to talk about the money. You know, when people want you to do a show, when people want you to perform, when people want you to come work for them, when are you supposed to ask about the money before you do the job? These people want you to ask about it way in advance. It's about when you ask, you brought this up too early. You brought it up too late. It'll never be a good time for those sellouts. For the shills, it will never be the right time. Never the right time. Kamala Harris is running around the country right now. Is she talking to black people? When she putting on her black accent, when she's talking about her collard greens in her bathtub, is she talking about any type of black agenda? No. And she doesn't have to. Because of those people's symbols are enough. And that's why I say there's a certain group of people that even black folks, we're headed towards a black civil war. People keep talking about a civil war with white people. Nah, the civil war is going to be a class war. And it's going to be internal. Because if the masses of black people who don't have are ever to get anything, it's going to be over. It's going to be through. And it's going to be directly through the sellout blacks who are the gatekeepers, who are the defenders of the system because they benefit. Let's let Cube finish up.
That shit gonna end. That shit gonna end. We gonna get what we supposed to get. Period. And anybody asking you not to ask, I wouldn't listen to them. Because that's the process. Every community asks for what they want. And we gonna do the same goddamn thing.
We should do the same goddamn thing, but the problem is we can't do the same thing because some people's voices are locked out of the conversation. But thank goodness for the internet, man. Thank goodness for people speaking out. I'm going to tell you guys, I've never seen this. And I'm not just telling you this to big you up, to just get you excited. Nah, I don't do that. Nah. I'm a realist at heart. I got to keep it real with you. I've been disappointed in some actions of some people. Okay? And I can tell you when I was wrong. But I can tell you this. What is factually, actually something I haven't seen before is the number of black folks that are calling it out, who are standing up, who are opposing this system, that are saying to the Democratic Party, regardless of all the peer pressure, man, all the peer pressure, all the pushback, even from their own families, even from their spouses. Every video that you see of a black person standing up, that person is getting backlash. You may not know it, but there's some form of backlash you're going to get. If it's not their platforms, in the algorithms, it's going to be in offline life. Okay? If it's not being trolled online, if it's not the bots coming after you, it's going to be actual people in your life. Yo, did you really mean to put that up there? You're a Trump supporter now? You support Trump now? Now I'm fighting for black people now. And I've always been fighting for black people. And this is the form that fighting for black people has taken. This is the way, in this moment, when it comes to politics, this is the position I have to take if I'm going to fight for my people. I can't fight for my people on the other side, on the Democrat side, because the Democrats are part of what's keeping us where we are. Got it? And I don't know if I don't have all the answers, but I know something's got to change. We can't just keep giving our vote to Democrats and going, please, baby, please, this time, let it happen. Let them do something. Let them think about us. Let them consider. Oh, God, I'm so glad they got Ketanji Brown Jackson. Wow, that's going to be great. I'm so glad they gave this person this job. I'm so glad they got Jamie Harrison and gave him the DNC. Wow, isn't that great? Look at Hakeem Jeffries. Isn't that amazing? Oh, God, and look at Kamala. Who would have thought? Yeah, but we don't benefit from that as a whole, as a group. Nah, man. So make this thing so bad is that Ice Cube's son had to come out on Twitter and he was like, you damn fools. Nah, he was more like, yay. Oh, come on now. Listen to y'all talking about my diet, man. Up here going off on my pops. Talking about my pops. My pops are G. You ain't no J's. My pops are G. What else I'm talking about? Okay? It's a bird in the hand. It's worth two in the bush. Okay? He's like, man, I can't believe you people are calling out my pops for a video he did 5 years ago. He's trying to wake your ass up. He good. His money right. He's trying to help you, dumb. And what are you doing? Caping for a system and caping for people that ain't fighting for you. Jasmine Crockett is very good, by the way. Just like AOC, who came in a thousandaire and is now a multimillionaire. Been in Congress, what, one term? It's funny how that money turn over real quick, don't it? From waiting tables to buying a whole table full of gold and diamonds. Yeah, from waiting tables, from pouring drinks to having drinks poured for it, to wearing a mink at the Get Gala, the Met Gala. Wow, it's amazing, isn't it? And all of a sudden, all that stuff she talked about fighting for is in her rearview mirror. In the past, baby. Now she's sitting up here talking about the independent voters, these Green parties, these third party, they're corrupt. They're corrupt. Not the Democrats, not the corrupt ones. It's the Green Party. That runs campaigns with $100,000 in a box of crayons and a book of stamps. They're the corrupt party. Not the party that takes dark money and has billionaires funding it, but just saying the corrupt party are the people that want to save the planet? The people that support reparations and clean water are the corrupt ones, not the ones who've been dropping bombs and paying to drop more bombs, that are funding wars like 3 places right now, that have the blood of 100,000 Palestinians on their hands right now. They're not the corrupt party, really? It's Ajamo and Jill Stein? Really? Yeah, I think it's pretty clear where we are right now. So you could be on the side of righteousness, you could be on the side of what's right, what's good, what's best for black people, or you're on the other side. You're on the other side. This is coming down to the wire, folks. We ain't got much more time to play around with them. Either you in or you out. Ice Cube was 100% on point, and it's just like one of those great pieces, man. Somebody's going to look back at this 50 years from now. And if we don't act right 50 years from now, it'll still be relevant. It'll be a time capsule. It'll still be applicable. Just like all the amazing things that Malcolm X said. 50 years from now, somebody's going to play this and be like, damn. Yay. Ain't shit changed. And that will be a shame, Johnson. Damn shame. Once upon a time in the projects. Yo. All right, guys. My name is Tim Black. Thank you for tuning into this crazy episode, man. I didn't know it was going to go this way. I'm glad it did, though. Like they say in the biblical terms, let's separate the wheat from the chaff. Huh? Let's get down to it, Johnson. They in or they out. It's that simple.